final hour poll question. What do you have for me?
I think Paul's got another new one he's very excited about.
Okay.
I've been thinking about this one a little bit. Klay Thompson is such an interesting player because he could have 35 at half, but he's going to be always in Steph Curry's shadow. Mm-hmm. Steph Curry, we were talking about, is one of the greats of all time. Mm-hmm. His career is kind of hard to quantify. One of the all-time great shooters, clearly, right? Shooters.
Yeah.
But that's a specific thing.
Yeah.
He missed basically 2 years with the knee and the Achilles, but six-time All-Star, very good player, will always be on this run in the shadow of Steph Curry. Whose career would you want? Klay Thompson or Scottie Pippen? Couple tidbits. Klay Thompson, 5-time All-Star, averages about 20 points a game.
We got to take the money out of this because
it's not even close.
Yes, because Scottie,
but for
famously went to the Rockets and Michael made fun of him in The Last Dance for the contract he
historical perception.
All right.
I mean, Scottie Pippen was he on the NBA 75 team?
Yeah.
He was a 7-time All-Star, but the shadow of
Anthony
Michael
Davis is on the top 75.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
The Jordan shadow is pretty big, too.
Yes,
it's almost like Klay gets more credit for his contributions to the Warriors run than Pippen does for his to the Bulls run.
Well, Jordan's shadow is bigger than anybody. Would I rather be... I'd rather be Klay than I would... I mean, Scottie's a better player because Scottie could guard 1 through 5. Scottie was always underrated. It feels like Klay is rated. He's one of the great shooters of all time. Although I think underrated as a defender. He's not a great defender now because of the injuries. But what Klay has done has stood out where you're like, damn, did you see Klay? Not many times where you go, did you see Pippen? It felt like it was when Mike went to play baseball and then they got to the Eastern Conference Finals and you're like, man, Pippen. Yeah, see.
But Scottie Pippen's like one of the top, 50 players.
Okay.
All time.
All right.
And that's not like
Yeah, but how many Scottie Pippen memories do you have? Feels like there's a few Klay Thompson memories in there.
More of my memories, granted my memory's not great, of Klay is like, remember that time he dribbled 3 times but scored 40 points?
But he did score 40.
How can Scottie Pippen be this I don't know, like disrespected or something, like this unappreciated or this?
I just think he was so good at doing a lot of different things. But there was nothing spectacular about him. He was just unbelievable defender, underrated scorer. But Klay had magical nights, man. Yeah, Marv?
Yeah, we call him Game 6 Klay for a reason. He's got some big time. When they were down 3-1 to the Thunder, and he got Game 6, he was unbelievable. And they're called the Splash Brothers.
Yeah.
They've got a name. It's Jordan's Bulls. It's never Jordan and Pippen's Bulls.
Yeah, it does feel like Klay shares the stage more. Like if Steph Curry were out for the month, they could still possibly pull this off. If Jordan were out for the month, you're like, all right, when's spring training?
Yeah. Yeah, I just think Klay, cool nickname, Splash Brothers. The fact that he is, aside from a big man, less dribbles per points in NBA history. I don't know if anybody comes close to Klay Thompson. Yeah, I would take Klay. Who's taking Pippen? Are you doing just because you're from Chicago, Paulie?
No, I actually wouldn't take Pippen because I don't think he's going to get – he's got NBA immortality because he's attached to Michael Jordan, which gives you NBA immortality.
Yeah.
But he also – that, like you said, that shadow is so gigantic.
Yeah.
You're not the B player, even though you were as important as anybody.